we talked about this and we elaborated, but let's dig deep into this thing. Jared Goff, man. Jared Goff is getting dissed, absolutely obliterated by Detroit Lions fans like he's nothing. And Matthew Stafford is the greatest quarterback to never win anything. Okay. And Jared Goff is a loser. That's the way it is. And I think it's a little bit of homer going on in there. I don't think Jared Goff is a great quarterback, but then neither is Matthew Stafford. So to me, it seems like that there's a lot of homer going in, and a lot of people just don't want to see. They rather root for Matthew Stafford with the LA Rams than root and embrace the guy that was traded for him, the guy who wants to be in Detroit and be wanted. Matthew Stafford was beloved and he wanted to get out of Dodge. So, Mike, why do you think Jared Goff is getting a fair chance from Detroit Lions fans?
No, man, I think this guy is getting destroyed beyond belief. It's insane really to see, because Matthew Stafford was getting traded. Who was going to come in off the street right now, if we don't trade for a quarterback? Who's going to come off the street? We're talking Fitzpatrick. We're talking, Tyrod Taylor, maybe a Jameis Winston. You're telling me that these guys are better than Jared Goff? No. I mean, no. Come on. The guy's won playoff games and been to a Super Bowl. Is he the greatest thing? No. But you traded your quarterback who hasn't done anything. You get a bunch of picks and you get Jared Goff, and this guy is just getting slapped in the face like he never played a game of football in his life. It's insane, man. Like I told fans, when Sheila became the new quote-unquote owner, everybody ragged on her and said, oh, she's not going to fire these guys. I said, give her a chance. They did it. And then as soon as the new general manager, Brad Holmes, came in here, he made his speech. Everyone dogged on him. Give him a chance. Dan Campbell hired his head coach. Everyone said, why would they do that? They hear him speech. Give him a chance. Folks, give him a chance. The guy has not even played one down. We can't destroy the guy as of right now. Give him a chance. There's nothing else that should be said. Just give him a chance.
You know what, Mike, and we'll go to Mark. I feel like for us, it's kind of in our blood, man. Like we just decimate this dude. You wouldn't have thought that 2 years ago he was playing in a Super Bowl. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, they're playing against the Patriots, right? Aren't they playing? Didn't they play against the Patriots for that Super Bowl? Who did they play? Yeah, when Goff was in the Super Bowl, who did they play against? But whoever it was,
he's there. The Patriots, I think
he's there. Matthew Stafford. We want to put it on the team, and I agree with that. I agree that we can put it on the team. But why are we so negative to Jared Goff? Jared Goff is our quarterback. We need to, as T.O. said, that's my quarterback. Matthew Stafford is no longer our quarterback. So, Mark, why do you think that Jared Goff is getting such? I mean, why do you think Detroit Lions fans aren't giving this kid a chance?
The two hardest things to be in Detroit sports: a goalie and the quarterback.
Facts.
It's true. It's been true since I've been born. It's true since I've been a fan. So, Detroit Lions fans, yes, like they are destroying him right now. There's a lot of people that think that this guy's a bag of garbage. And listen, we have to give him a chance. Like Mike said, give the man a chance. I'm not a huge fan of the kid, but I want him to succeed. And I don't think he is that, like, talent level wise, like I said before, with him and Stafford, I don't think it's really a downgrade. I don't think it's an upgrade, downgrade. I'm kind of on the fence with it.
Kind of a lateral move.
Kind of a lateral move
side to side. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a lateral move to me. I think if I was going to go any type of way, I'd say it's a slight downgrade, but nothing out of the ordinary where, oh my God, we don't have a chance with Jared Goff. Right. Because I think we have a good chance. It's just that our situation right now with him, I think a lot of it might have to do with who is he going to throw the ball to? That's a big thing right now, because we've talked about it. We have Quintus Cephas and I think Geronimo Allison is on the roster. Yeah. And TJ Hawkinson. Yeah. Maybe Hunter Bryant. So are they going to maybe I just don't know what they're going to do. But Lions fans, this has been a common theme. This is just a common theme since I've been a kid. They just love to dump on everything, and they don't like to give anybody chances. It's true. We're still talking about we're still talking about guys from 20 years ago sometimes. Lions fans, like, you know what I mean? And we're still saying, but like, you have to give Jared Goff a chance. He's not a horrible quarterback, man. He can sling the rock.
And I think, Mark, we could be much worse. Like, let's
way
look
worse.
At this. Let's look at this. Matthew Stafford. Now, okay, because I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. After this week, I don't have anything to say about Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford says something about my team and my city, then I'll talk about him. Okay, but he has now become my adversary. Okay, we played them this year. I'm gonna be rooting for my team. I don't care about he played for us for 12 years and blah blah blah. He gave it all this. That's over with. Okay, now, yes, the Lions could have said, Matt, we trying to move on, man. All right, so how do you feel? Hey, I want to move on too. Then you're like, all right, it's mutual. Okay, or he could have said, hey, because let's be real, before the coach and the GM was hired, this man said, I don't want to be here. I already knew that before so right when Matt Patricia was fired, Matthew Stafford was like, I'm gone, he gone. Okay, and so for me, it's like, we got to move on. Matthew Stafford has done that. Kelly already, she running in like the Sound of Music. I can't wait to go to, LA Hills, here we come, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, they ain't think about us. We got to move on, man. We got to move on. But talking about our quarterback, Jared Goff, who said he wants to be here, we're going to take a look at, here's the thing, guys. If we look at Jared Goff and his whole situation and numbers. Now, the dude has only been in the league for he's going on his 6th year. I mean, yes, he's got a high touchdown to interception ratio. I mean, that's up to hit. The best year that it looks like he had was maybe 2017, 2018, which is the year he went to the Super Bowl. Okay. First year, he only played a couple games. I think it was 7. And last year, not too bad. I would like to see, fellas, what I would like to see from Jared Goff is I would like to see him lower that interception ratio. That's what I want to see. Mike, what do you feel about Jared Goff? Why do you feel like help Lions fans to possibly see what kind of quarterback you have here?
Look, he's not Matthew Stafford. We got to stop comparing him to Matthew Stafford. We got to understand that the Detroit Lions are changing the philosophy that we have been doing for many years. That's passing the football. We're going to be a more balanced team that's run first, in my opinion. He's complementary to that. 3,804 yards, 4,688, 4,638, and almost 4,000 last year with a broken relationship with the head coach. What do you want to get? If we have to get 400 yards and offense on a game, how do you want to get the 400 yards? Do you want to get it by 400 yards passing, or do you want to get it by, 250 yards passing and 150 yards rushing? Still, you're getting the 400 yards, and I think Jared Goff can do that 250. I think he can give you a couple of touchdowns. Yeah. That's called balance. We haven't seen it. We're used to this gunslinger mentality. We're used to this concept where we have to throw the ball to win the game. This narrative is changing. We need a guy who can just hold the fort down, hand the ball off, play action when need be, get a first down on 3rd and 2. I think that's what he's going to bring. And in my opinion, that's perfectly fine. People say, well, look at his contract. Guess what, folks? Who did the contract? It wasn't us. You can't blame the guy for signing the contract. Shoot.
Right.
You give me that money, I'm going to sign it.
Absolutely.
I'm terrible. Come on, guys.
Absolutely.
I was hating on him for that.
Yeah.
I think because he's not what we're used to, Mike. We got to, like, some of us have a tough time with change. I mean, in real life, I have a very difficult time with change. Matthew Stafford, this hurts, man. But at the same time, when it's kind of like a divorce. When you get a divorce, you're like, oh, man, that's when all the stuff come out that you might not have said before. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of stuff going to come out about Stafford, man. A lot of people, you might see some sneak texts or some anonymous texts about stuff that Matthew Stafford might have said or done. I don't know. That has yet to be seen. But Mike, Mark, man, Jared Goff, I know you're not high on him. You're not very high on him, bro. But we could have worse. It could be worse.
It could be worse. And there's a couple things that concern me about Jared Goff. Okay, his interceptions, yes. Okay, we've already kind of touched on that.
Yeah,
it's his fumbles, guys. He
Yeah.
fumbles the ball a lot. He averages like 8+ fumbles a year, and that's where the little joke comes into play about the baby hands. It's a reality, guys. It's something that I never made up. I never made that up. That was what happened when he came into the combine in 2016. It was his hand size, and he does fumble the ball a lot. He has to hold on to the football because he has led the league, or he's been second in the league in turnovers since like 2017. Yes, and that's including interceptions and fumbles, and that's what concerns me the most about him.
Turnovers is definitely something that you got to pay attention to, obviously. And what's great about this Goff situation, folks? If you win, if he does good, guess what? That's good. If he doesn't do good, guess what? We got a ton of draft picks, and we're probably going to take a quarterback at some point, whether it be this year, next year. Either way, it's a win-win. No one expects us to win next year. Nobody expects us to win next year. So guess what? It's a win either way. Win, win, win. All we do is win, even when we lose.